My name is George Faulkner. We'll say this is Peniel even although I am not wearing the badge and I'm not doing a Bible study at the moment. These will resume. However, I do recommend this book. Are you drowning? Maybe you feel like you are in life. Overcoming in the Midst of Trauma and Loss by Jenna Schottmeyer. Trauma. Have you ever suffered a trauma? Traumas come in all sorts of guises. But one way or another, a trauma will involve loss. And in the case of this young woman, she was at a party when somebody dropped a water butt on her head and caused her brain damage. And that meant memory loss, tiredness, blurred vision, and she was at university at the time. I've not finished the book, so I don't know how it goes. I'm only about 2/3 of the way through. So I am exploring this with you if you get the book now. But this is a girl who is a Christian. She trusted in the Lord, and it draws attention to the fact that the Apostle Paul, when he had his three times that he sought the Lord about something, there was obviously some sort of trauma to him, perhaps some sort of physical ailment or an illness, but it was something that troubled him, and he thought, if only I could get rid of this, then I would be so much better. And God's answer was, my strength is made perfect in weakness. And this girl learned that, even in her memory loss and her blurred vision, she served the Lord, she ploughed on. And to those of us who have suffered trauma, we have to do what God has called us to do, be faithful to God and not moan about things. Yes, be realistic. Yes, a trauma is real. And I'm not saying be airy-fairy and just pretend it doesn't exist, because she certainly didn't do that. One of my favourite contributors, one of my favourite authors, whom I met many years ago, is Joni Eareckson Tada. When she was 17, she was diving with her sisters and she broke her neck. And for the past 57 years, she has been paralysed from the neck down. That's a trauma. And yet she started this enormous ministry called Joni and Friends that gives wheelchairs and all sorts of help to those who need it all over the world. And she is a testimony to the to the fact that God's strength is made perfect in weakness. Don't pretend that you don't have weakness. Be honest with God about it, and God will still use you if you are faithful to Him. And that's what the Apostle Paul discovered. That's what he's trying to teach us. And that's what I'm saying to you, that this book is all about that. And it's amazing how a man of my age can still learn from someone so young. You're never too old to learn. I can remember when I was a young man, there was a family I knew, and it was mother, daughter and stepfather. And stepfather, in a conversation with a young couple who led a Bible study, said that even at his age, he said he could still learn from the young. And I took a mental note of that, because I thought, I'm going to get older, and I hope that I've got the same sort of humility to learn that that man has. Unfortunately, I never told him that, but I just learned from him. And again, I am learning from a young person. And you young people, you need to learn humility too. You need to learn respect for other people and your elders, and they'll love you for it. But as I say, get this book. Get it now.